What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. And here we are today, and it's Friday, and I'm glad we finally made it back to Friday. Time to kick back, enjoy these next couple days any way that you can, any way that doesn't harm you, any way that doesn't harm anybody else. You know, we got the Sabbath day coming up tomorrow. So, you know, Sabbath day means rest. And then once we get that over, we can party a little bit, just a little bit. Hey, wow. This video right here is reprobate behavior, you know, but he's claiming something that's very bizarre in nature, you know. Nevertheless, still reprobate behavior. The title says, Florida face biting cannibal believes he was half man, half dog. Okay, now, you know, right there, the thing is this. I don't know if some of you may have watched my first video that I done called To the Black Sector of YouTube, We Are Being Watched. That's the name of it. The things that I featured in that video is what inspired me to even start doing, you know, to get on here to even do that video in the first place. There was a case where another guy did the same thing that this story entails right here. Matter of fact, he was found chewing on a man's, I think it was a homeless man in a park, on his face. Said he ate his face off, you know. But what I'm saying is this. There are a lot of things that's going on around us day and night. There are a lot of foul, really evil spirits floating around us in the air. You understand? Day and night. See, that's the reason why it's always good to accept the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You know, Yehoshua, you know, Hamashiach. In his name to the Father Yahuwah. Because you have to have a shield, you know, around you to protect you from things like this, you know. And for those who are using these drugs, you need to stop if you are not taken over, because what happens when you use these drugs or even drink too much, you know, you lower the threshold of your own consciousness. And your own consciousness, you know, your own psyche, you know, and that's basically right at the door of your own intellect, which is your spirit, your soul, what have you. When you do that, you open the door for these entities to come in and take over you and cause you to do some bizarre things, you understand, that you wouldn't normally do, let's just say in your right mind, when you are yourself. But nevertheless, you will be the one left standing to face the music, and they'll be going on somewhere else. That's what's going on now. See, let's get into the story. Okay, it says Florida, a forensic psychologist says accused face biting cannibal Austin Harv believed he was half dog, half man when he fatally attacked a man and woman at their house and was found biting one on their face. That's messed up. And see, the thing is about these entities that I'm talking about, some call them, you know, demons and all that kind of stuff. A lot of them look like half animals. You know, some of them look like, if you ever seen that movie, what's that movie? The one chick that played in it, she was a vampire. Man, I can't think of it. But anyway, she was a vampire, and it was a fight a war between the vampires and werewolves. Okay, and if you ever seen the movie I'm talking about, it's just not really that old. It's probably about a few years old. It had different like chapters of it, 1, 2, and 3, like sequels. Well, a lot of these entities that I'm talking about look just like those werewolves in that movie. Some of them even look like half apes and half men. So, it's to me and to those who understand where I'm coming from, it's not that far fetched to believe that the reprobate, he's still a reprobate, but it's not that far fetched to believe that he was taken over by something like that. See, the Palm Beach Post reports Philip Resnick made the conclusion in a 38-page mental health report released this week by the Martin County State Attorney's Office. Investigators say they found former Florida State University student Horov, now 22, biting John Stevens' face while making growling noises on August 15th. Okay, all right there. Why was he taken in alive? As we know, with a lot of people, our people, you understand, melanated people, can be complying. They're not doing any crimes at all. Get shot, get killed, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Why was he taken in alive? I think we know the answer to that question. But a lot of that shit gonna come to an end. Don't worry. That happened on August 15, 2016, 2 years ago. Okay? Resnick's report says the fact that Horov persisted in biting Stevens in the presence of police officers, in spite of threats of being shot, being tased, and receiving multiple kicks to the head, suggests that Horov was actively psychotic. Okay, the thing is, wouldn't you be, if you were actually concerned about the life of this person he was gnawing on? The thing is this: wouldn't you had shot him? What are you standing there making threats for? Like I said, we've seen a lot of people get shot for less. Okay, that's just all there is to it. See, this is the hypocrisy that they do in this country when it comes down to preserving the life of a reprobate, subhuman, you see. Just the same. But, like I said, I know for a fact, he's going to play the insanity thing. And hell, it was an insane move, But he still gets no clearance to me, even if he was possessed, because it was something that he may have been doing, you know what I mean, to allow these entities to inhabit him. See, there was, like I said, it was a brother. All of a sudden, he just went crazy, and he took off all his clothes. I think it happened. Damn, was it in Florida? I'm gonna see if I can look the story up. And if I find it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a video on it. But hell, he went running down the street naked, saw that man in the park, and he said he was acting the same way. He was growling, and he was gnawing the homeless man face off. Only difference is, he was shot to death. Imagine that. You see? But in the autopsy, I think he was shot to death. I'm going to look it up. But in the they did do some sort of test. And they didn't find that the man was under any kind of influence of drugs whatsoever. Okay? He had no alcohol or none of that. I think. None of that. So, hey, something's going on here. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. I'm interested in hearing y'all views and y'all, points on this situation. And Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.